Hey, what's up, y'all? It's YORO, and I'm checking out more Sarazanmai. So shout out again to Misato's 30 feet. Dude, was that a real scene in Evangelion? I've been trying to remember, like, if that was actually a thing or if this is just some random shit. Just like finally accepting that I'm going to be saying that every episode that I watch this show. But shout out to you, thank you. And last time we got our Entai episode. Basically, for the most part, we saw a big part of his feelings towards Kazuki and all the stuff that came with that, all these like fantasies he was having that weren't really happening with everyone around him really wanting that past Kazuki, wanting to see him smile again, to be happy again. We saw that from Haruka as well. And y'all left some interesting comments last time, so shout out to Misato's, of course, and the Knit and Complex that we're going to talk about before we jump into this one. But yeah, it was cool to see all of that, and then culminating at the end when he gets the old Mikanga. Thank you for writing it out, because I would have said it wrong again. The old Mikanga that Haruka kept whenever Kazuki threw it out before he grabbed it from the trash. So with Enta losing the new one, Misato, as you pointed out, how it like represents him getting the old one at the end of the episode, symbolized him choosing the real connection between him and Kazuki over the fantasy, which the new Mikanga very much represented, and also it being in a Kapazon box and having the Kapazon logo in the corner of it. You have this subtle nod, and I'll keep reading it in your words, where Amazon has, and I agree, has become this symbol of like the horrors of late stage capitalism, and noting the role of capitalism, whatever you want to call it, that it has in shaping desire, demonizing, perverting, and warping Enta's desire, I guess, for Kazuki, right? So yeah, that's a very interesting part of it. And I remember like those things you told me at the beginning of getting into this show about its commentary on capitalism, and of course on incarceratory logic as well. I can see like when it comes to Toei, for example, how the latter would come into play, but I see here that this is one example of like the former, of like that commentary on, you know, capitalism, right? So again, especially with this being, like you said, a very contemporary anime, like Kapazon is like so blatant, right? I remember seeing that in the first episode and I was like, okay, wow, incredible, right? And there you go, right? That plays a part of it as well. But thankfully at the very end, you know, getting the old one back, you know, having that hope again, and as you said, choosing the real connection, like that's a really good way to put it, because yeah, that's definitely what it is. So that whole arc of events happened. Some other cool things that y'all mentioned, or that you also mentioned, Misato's and Complex, we'll talk about last, because I definitely missed something at the end of last episode, and I was like, oh shit, I think I know what you're talking about, but we're gonna find out, but we're gonna talk about it. Getting ahead of myself. The first part is about how the cops, so we learned about those two cops last time. We've been seeing them throughout the past couple episodes. I mean, we just started, but you know, but we finally saw last time that they were talking about their otter god or whatever. I'm assuming that's what it is, similar to like how the boys have Kepi, you know, the Kappa Prince Kami. We have the otters here, and I remember reading about them before whenever I looked up Kappas on the wiki during I think episode 2. So now I can just call them like, yeah, Otter Squad, right? So we got those boys here, we got the Kappas, but one thing that Nam mentioned was the difference in the way they extract desires, because that's a question I had last time. It's like they're both doing the same thing, but it's like, what is the Otter Squad's like goal as far as that? And one thing you pointed out was that the difference of the desires on the selfless and the selfish scale. And that's something I definitely noticed. Like probably one of the more concretes the cops say about that, which is like they say love or desire, I think is how they say it before they do the extraction. And it is just straight up called desire extraction. That's what they're extracting. But they do make that distinction, desire or love. So that makes a lot of sense, because yeah, we see with the boys, they definitely do have selfless goals, selfless like desires you could call, but it's all from love, you know, like if we're going from the Otter Squad's classifications, like Kazuki for Haruka, Enta for Kazuki, Toei for his brother. But with the Kappazamis, as you said, like yeah, we see all these like selfish ones, you know, and those are the ones that they're extracting. So that is definitely a difference there as far as like what the Otter Squad's goal is in doing this. And it could, of course, I'm sure it's just like a mythos thing when it comes like to the otters, that they do it like that. And again, Kappas could be pretty fucked up too from what we read, like really fucked up. But I have to wonder, it's like such awful things are happening to the people that have these more selfish desires. I don't, it's like, damn, what's this show trying to say about having those selfish desires if that's like what happens to you? It's good to be selfless versus selfish. That's a no-brainer. but they're fucking getting killed, getting like absorbed by like an otter god. As you said, it's like a random thought, and it's like one of those things you notice on the rewatch. But it is like thinking about it more, it's like, damn, you know, it's pretty messed up. So I wonder, like, when the cops come across the boys inevitably, right, how they're going to handle that, or how that's going to be different. Like, if they try to do that to the boys, hopefully not. Will it just not work against them? Or I don't know. You know, so I don't know, we'll see. But again, that whole thing is just so strange, because clearly this is a world where Kappa stuff is real and the otter stuff is real. Like, commies exist and crazy shit is happening. It's on the news, for fuck's sake. There's things floating every single episode. Kappa zombies, magical boy transformations. Like, this is happening, you know. But even still, like, it's so surreal just to see like the cops like in this weird, almost like role. I guess it's more concrete now, knowing they're working for like this otter god thing, otter kami probably. But it's like, no, it's very weird, you know. It's like that aspect of it. Like, if this show was just about the boys and them trying to figure out like attaining and maintaining and truly like connecting to each other and to the people they care about, and maybe even the world around them in a more like healthier way. Like, if this show was just about that with the boys and like their connections and everything, that would be like enough, because that's enough of the show. But again, it's like to introduce the cops in it and like them working for the otter, like the otter squad, it's like it introduces a whole new element of something else this show is trying to say with that. And of course, like, they fill the role of antagonist, even though they haven't like really crossed paths or anything yet. They have an agenda to get more and more desire energy, and the boys are continuing to combat the Kappa zombies and to do what they're doing. But considering that the confrontation, I'm sure, is inevitable, considering like the realm they're both like working within as far as like desire and stuff, and Shirikodami and all that stuff. Even though it is Kappas and otters, like, we know there's like an intersection there. So yeah, I don't know, it's just such a interesting aspect of the show that it's a part of it. But we'll see more, you know, we're only a few episodes in, but that is something to note, definitely, because that is one of the more clear things they've said about love or desire, and then they do it. Right, everything else is like kind of weird, and we did learn what they're with the otter, but yeah, that's the thing. Something else Misato said, so yeah, the otters do have a connection to the Kappa mythos, but there's also a pun in Japanese regarding kawauso, which means otter, but also uso, meaning lie. So man, been playing Higurashi and Usoda. this is like burned into my brain. But that is interesting, especially what we were just talking about, like the desire, I guess, being the lie, I guess, and the love being like the true. Like, if we're talking about the theme of connection and like true love versus the false desire, and that seems to be what they're extracting, like these more selfish like desires. That pun really works pretty well in that context. And that reminds me of something like from Monogatari, because Monogatari had a lot of things like that, where wordplay from either from characters or from certain like entities within the show like played into things like that. So that's really cool. That's a pretty cool detail, assuming I'm like looking at it the right way. I could not be, which is fine, you know, we're barely getting started. But that's cool. There's also apparently a circle/roundness motif in this show that is like on a rewatch that Misato's noticed, which is like a very interesting thing. I have to wonder the relevance of that, because you see the pink circle that's juxtaposed with the red heart otter symbol, the dishes and plates, like, yeah, the mikanga, yep, the soccer ball, the circles that appear after a Kappa zombie disappears. I would have never noticed that. The wheels on Haruka's wheelchair, and the rotund chunky boys Nyantaro and Kepi. I mean, yeah, you know, so I guess I'll keep that in mind. I don't know what that could represent, you know, roundness within the show. That's why I'm like, man, I don't know if I have the capacity to be like, ah, yes, roundness. Cool. This means this. But, you know, we're getting started, so I don't know. I'll keep that in mind. I might play into something later as far as that. But that's an interesting thing I never would have picked up on. And the last thing, because this is kind of fucking me up, that Coplex mentioned in the comments, was that there is something in the post-credit scene that the episode revealed about Haruka that we didn't know, and that Kazuki's wish might be related to that. So the way you said that, it's like, oh fuck, I already know what you're talking about. But maybe not. I don't know. I won't assume. But from that, it sounds like the part that you're talking about that immediately came to my mind was Haruka. I forget the line exactly, but Haruka pretty much entrusting the task to Enta regarding making Kazuki smile again, because he said, "You're the only one who can like run with him," or I think he said, "You're the only one that's going to be able to." And I wasn't sure how to take that at the time. That's why I didn't bring it up, I don't think, because I think I took it like metaphorically, as in like he sees Enta like they're the golden duo, like they also talked about that as well. So if he was just saying Enta because that's him, that he's the only one who can do it. But assuming that's the part you're pointing out, which I have to assume, it sounds like Haruka is sick, which would make a lot of sense why Kazuki is very desperate to connect with him. So I think that's what it is. I think if that is the case, it's going to be revealed here in the next episode, probably. It might be something that they keep subtle, but I have to assume that that's what it is. But yeah, I hope not though. I really don't. I think I almost said something last time, not during that part, but at an earlier part where they showed Haruka. I was like, man, I was going to say, man, if anything happens to Haruka, I'm gonna be so upset. And if that's the case, which it probably is, that's what came to mind when you brought that up. So I guess we'll see. Thank y'all for pointing out those things as we like continue forward. Again, the show is pretty deep. Again, like you guys leaving comments like that very much reminds me of, again, watching Monogatari, watching Evangelion. There's just a lot more going on under the surface than the show itself is going to point out. It's not like a Naruto where you're gonna get 17 flashbacks and they're gonna explain everything that's going on. And I appreciate shows like that too. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, tell me. I don't get it. Tell me, you know. And like other times like this, it's like, oh, I appreciate that subtlety, you know. And then it's more than subtlety. It's like symbolism and commentary, and it's like so much more than I could ever get myself from just watching through, especially the first time, you know. So appreciate that from y'all. You know, this is definitely one of those shows, so I think that's pretty cool. And I guess the last thing before we jump into the next one, for that ending, you know, where Enta got the old one from Haruka, that was great, and they went off, and Haruka talked about the dream, which is a lot sadder with what I'm thinking now. Before that, of course, after they defeated the Kappa zombie, everything spilled out, right? And it seemed like Toei definitely saw from the look that he gave Enta afterwards that he kind of understood what was going on. Kazuki, outside of the hallucination or delusion that Enta was having, was on his phone, so I'm sure he was just tunneled in on, of course, Haruka as well, like checking up on him or maybe making another text as the pop idol. But yeah, basically that was shown, you know, so I'm gonna wonder maybe how that goes with the other two, if maybe Kazuki did see or didn't see, and if he's gonna say anything or do anything. Like I don't know, you know, how's Enta gonna proceed? Like how is, like, Enta's in a good state of mind now that he's really determined and is choosing the real connection and everything, but it's like, what did Kazuki, you know, fully see there? You know, did he? Or was it just Toei who really took a notice, or maybe Kazuki just is not saying anything about it right now? I don't know. But that's where we're at, and that's it. I'm done talking. Let's keep going. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. For some reason, this Crunchyroll thing has this intro now. I don't think it had that before. Oh, we're gonna find out. Is he sick? Oh, baby boy. Last episode made me cry. I'm done for. What? A sloppy woman? The hell? Why do you say that about his mom? What? What? Oh, Kazuki's adopted? Got it. Wow. God, that just hit like crazy. I never would have expected that. Damn. So that's what you meant when you said that in the comments last time. What the fuck? That's not his quote unquote real family. So he's not connected. That was like, wow. What a thing to say on the deathbed. How terrible. Oh, the drowning thing. Makes me think of Three Gatsu. Otter Squad. Look, taking over the city. Did you see that? So I'm starting to understand this a bit more. Seeing their symbol and knowing it's the otter now. Kazuki doesn't feel connected because it's not his birth family. He abruptly learned that. So is he gonna wish to like be like blood family with his family? Complete this mission. Wow. Envied because of the brother. Capazon. That damn box. Okay, let's see what's up here. Oh god. Oh Jesus, you gonna beat him with a cucumber? Oh my god. Nice mask though. Jesus. What the hell are we doing with the manager here? Took his pants. Azuma Sarazanmai. Oh, they're trying to get to her. That's her manager. That was such a graceful head turn. Dish. Ah, okay, that's their thing. Wow, this is bold. I don't know, dude, but this is happening. This is insane. Oh, what you got? Look at that little kappa there. That looks exactly like Kepi. From the beginning to the end. Wow. We're connected in a big circle. Even if it's not real, fuck, man. That's because that's the worst part. And I won't even say that it's not real. It's enough to be like he doesn't see it as real, but of course there's a lot to deal with there. That he can't do it, or he feels he can't do it as himself necessarily. Sachet. Sachet's dish. Lets you ride I forget what they were. Like the bulls in Near Automata. Oh boy. So he really did that? He was like, oh my god, Kazuki. Whoa. Got another one. Sachet, sachet. And they're always like connected. It's always like to do with the thing. The road is filled with lies. Uso. God, there's so much going on. Ooh, that's in line with the password too, or the secret phrase. Will open this door for you. Or love. Was death opening the door for them? Because they can't do it like in the real way? That's a little fucked up. It's very brutal. And I guess the fact that they make them cops too, it's like damn. They didn't even have a chance. Neuter dogs, bare your teeth. The rhythms of these songs have been drilled into my head. Same with the Kappa songs that they do. All like one life form. Ring out the desire. So interesting. Otters. Yeah. In the heart there. Ooh, there it is. Right? I forget what otters look like, but I'm pretty sure. Wait a sec. Looks pretty crazy. Ring out the desire. God, they're so weird. But like what they represent or like what they do is so crazy. Oh God. Oh Jesus. What the hell? She turned into a Kappa? She's a Kappa? The hell? Wait, he got her. What the fuck? Why is she a Kappa? What the fuck is going on? What is this? I love that. That's so cute. What the hell? Doing some magic trick shit to try and... Oh, God. Jesus Christ, Toy. It's like, well, killing you didn't fucking work. Alright, well. She's a Kappa? Is that what we're learning? She a Kappa princess? Oh boy. He's still doing it. Nah, he believes. It's because he's your friend, you can tell. And he's pretty good. He still got a young boy voice. Nice. Reassured him. Oh. Oh, man. Like this face-to-face connection. Oh. Interesting. Uh-huh. Holy crap, dude. He doesn't have to do this. From the beginning to the end. In a big circle. Oh. Oh god. Oh no, he got free. Nice. Nice underwear, dude. Get him. You pervert. Oh my god. Please don't destroy the illusion right here. This is so brutal. Oh my god. This was too crazy to begin with. Like, oh my god. Also, why is she a Kappa? Can we talk about that? No? She don't know. I'm sorry, Haruka. Oh man. Oh wow. Oh wow. There's nothing wrong with being a fake. Just watch Fate Stay Night. Man. It's like when they do the Kappa zombie thing, everything's so forcefully brought to the surface, except this just happened right in front of Haruka and his family and on TV. Like, bro. Or in front of the crowd. I don't know if this part is live, but oh god. Oh god. Oh right, the sachets. Dude. And the thing is, like, Haruka is not gonna be mad at him, you know, but Kazuki, right, this was his way to feel like he could even connect with Haruka, even if it was fake. And that's that, you know. Haruka's not mad at him, of course, but also big bold move, you know, too as well. Wow. Toei killed someone. I totally forgot about that. I don't, Kepi, I don't have time for this right now. I'm like, Kepi, I know there's a sachet problem. And the cat, sure, yeah, I got you. Okay, sure. Dude, I forgot that about Toei, and then there's this, like, yeah, it's totally sachet. He fucking killed somebody. But sure, yeah, let's sing. This fucking show. I cannot take this. Whatever, just go with the music. Sachet, I should have known. I was gonna say it. Alright, this time I got it. Sachet. This song is so sick. I fucking love this song so much. The melody is stuck in my head. Oh god. Yeah, this guy was pretty messed up. Didn't deserve to die though. He turned into a Kappa zombie. You can believe it's love, soul on a dish, stack your plates. Sarazanmai. Smell. Always love the different lyrics too. Alright, let's see it. But. Spicy. Of someone special to him. And there you go. Sarazanmai. I should have done it fourth. Next time I'll do it fourth. Because there is space for it. leaking. Called me back to my real family. Oh. Nostalgic smell. She's beautiful too. Mom's scent pouch. His real mom's scent pouch. He had it. Oh God. The hell? Oh, he wasn't able to. They weren't able to. Oh God, he's pissed. Damn. What the hell? Yeah, Kazuki couldn't do it. He's too messed up. That we aren't real brothers. No, you know he doesn't see it like that. I mean, but it's complicated. Wow. So, was that it? Did they just meet this one time? It's like, this is too much. Like, oh. Oh, she's not. She doesn't live here. And he like rejected her and family more important. That's why he wants to connect with them so badly. He would even choose it over the nostalgia, that just like visceral like yearning for something that is real. He wants it to be real with Haruka and them, but of course Haruka doesn't see it that way. That it's like fake or anything. God damn it, I'm gonna cry again. Oh my god. Wow. Holy shit. So he is like, no. No fucking way. No fucking way. So that's what happened to him. He's not sick. He can't walk anymore because of that. Because he was gonna turn away. Wow. That is so fucked. Yeah, he can't walk. Oh, I should have known. He literally can't run with him. That's what he meant when he said that. Wow. Oh my god. He's been torturing himself because he feels he deserves it. This is too much. It wasn't for him. But I can't be forgiven. I need a moment. Oh, there's more. What? What? Well, that's new. What the hell? Okay, I'm not sure what to make of that at the end. That is something new and personal for those two cop characters. Where one of them like doesn't prioritize personal feelings at all, and the other one is like you wouldn't understand. I'm like, huh? Interesting, because yeah, he was like, maintenance again, this is my lifeline. And he's like, you're always chasing pleasure. But because this Kappa zombie was able to maintain itself, like it wasn't stopped, they were like, they don't need to keep their post anymore. Like, I guess the zombie is going to continue to carry on like their agenda, the Otter agenda. I don't know, but I don't know. That's all I can see from that so far. That's new. That's 2 episodes now. This show's made me cry, man. I don't know what it is. I mean, I do know what it is, but it is so crazy how real this show gets in what happens. And again, the fact that they're so young makes it hit so much harder. It is such a like vulnerable age for these characters. It is the voice acting, man. The voice actors, like Kazuki there was like how can that not break your heart just like listening to that, you know? Like everything, you know. And that's just to speak about like how, you know, they present it, you know, not even what we learned in the episode. Like, dude, so things make a lot more sense now, because in the beginning when we learned initially that Kansuki was adopted, I was like, oh, so that's what it is, I guess, you know. And I was like, okay, that's what it is. But no, it was more than that. When he met his biological mother, he ended up wanting to go. He was going to go. But then I guess Haruka found out and he tried to stop him. Haruka came up and, you know, he was like, was it because I was bad? Like, don't leave me, you know? Like, that was like hard enough in itself. But, you know, Kazuki lashed out and then he went across the street. He went and Haruka ran after him, of course. And then, so how could Kazuki not feel the way he does? That he feels he needs to punish himself. It's like, because there's so much there. It's like the fact that no one blamed him, no one punished him, no one, like, so he's doing it to himself. Like, he's like, everyone's pretending like that we're family. It's, oh, I'm just doing all this. Like, I became Sada. I quit soccer, and we know, like they said, he loved soccer. So it's like, why did he quit? It was punishment to himself, and it makes so much more sense now why he's doing what he's doing. And it's, yeah, that's what it is. And of course, I don't want him to feel that way, but yeah, it makes total sense. You know, why he goes this far, why he so desperately wants this wish. And I guess, yeah, he wants to wish for Haruka to walk again. That is so much. And again, the fact that he's so young, that they're so young, dealing with that, for Kazuki to deal with that, like for him to learn to forgive himself, like for that is going to be so hard. I hope he can, by whatever point in this, if he can truly like break through to that real connection with Haruka and his family, whatever that means, even if all that means is just forgiving himself and, you know, letting go, and then, I don't know, maybe making that wish. Like, I don't know, like the wish, so the wish is like a false like thing. I don't think that's like cause seeing that as the solution, it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't. Like, things have happened how they happen. It's not Kazuki's fault. He couldn't have known, right? Like, it was very him lashing out like that to Haruka in the moment was of course very much in the moment. It wasn't right. He shouldn't have done that, of course. But him going like he couldn't have known Haruka was going to cross. He couldn't have known that the car was going to hit him, of course. So wishing like for Haruka to walk again, I assume would be the wish, which again was a hell of a twist to me. Just thinking like he was adopted, along with that also happening to Haruka. And I should have seen the signs, you know, up until now. Haruka has not walked. We've always seen him just chilling, just sitting, you know. Even meeting with Sada and everything, right? That was there, but it's something I didn't consider, and I didn't think to take literally when he was like, I can't run with him, only you can. But it makes total sense. I thought maybe he was sick or something, you know, that he couldn't run because he had like a condition or something like that, right? But he literally can't walk, and we see why. But yeah, the wish does not feel right. I feel like the only real way Kazuki is going to forgive himself and is going to break through to what he feels is a real connection, or just what is a real connection. I think one, he's going to have to forgive himself. I don't know how, because that's going to be a whole thing. Two, I think what happened this episode with revealing that he's been the Sara-chan that Haruka's been talking to was fucked up. It brought all of this to the surface, because with that broken through, even though he called it fake, which is, you know, fucked up, that he couldn't even really savor the connection or feel like it was real. Because yeah, sure, like it wasn't, but it's like he was so acutely aware of that it made it bad for him, even still, as much as he loved that and loved to make Haruka happy. But that was broken through, you know. So that's out of the bag. It's just Kazuki now, and Haruka realizes that. I'm sure Haruka realizes that Kazuki's been doing that to make him happy, you know. So as messed up as it was that it brought all this, you know, to the surface, I think that definitely needed to happen, or otherwise it wouldn't have. And Kazuki even saying that it wasn't for Haruka, just this very painful self just admittance that he's been doing it to protect himself. That why he's been doing all this. You know, we look at the selfish versus selfless thing that Nitna pointed out last time, and of course with the otters as well, like the lies, you know, the lies in the world, the Usa. It's you know, that's definitely a part of it too. But it's like heartbreaking, you know, just heartbreaking on that level. It's so like, damn, like everything just crumbled there. Like for him to say that, to like admit that, is so like, we're at the bottom now, right? Like they couldn't, and he because of that, he couldn't defeat the Kappa zombie. You know, he you know, did the extraction, the Shirikodama and everything, but no, like it slipped away, and it went back to the Kappa zombie, it looked like, right? So they're still around. Understandably, he couldn't do it in the state of mind that he's in. But yeah, it's just all crumbled down, and everything from that leak, just from everything that we've learned, just fully now is like, we are at the bottom. So the question now is, how can Kazuki build up again? And of course that ties into, how does he forgive himself? How does he foster the real connection at this point? He's been fostering the quote unquote fake one up to this point, yeah, which yeah, it is. But, you know, that's out the window now. So, and I think a big part of that is going to be Enta support, even Toei support. You know, as harsh as he was to Kazuki, you know, what he was saying, you know, Kazuki ended up agreeing with him, saying like, yeah, you know, I've just been, you know, protecting myself. I haven't even been doing it, you know, for him, you know, such a cruel, very cruel self-admittance. But I think it's going to take their support, you know, Haruka, you know, now that the cat's out of the bag, as far as being Sada, I think hearing from Haruka, you know, may help. But that's the thing, right? He knows that they're not mad at him. He knows that they're not going to blame him or anything like that. So he's going to continue to do it to himself. So it's like, might take everyone, man. It's going to take some. It's going to take a lot, basically, to build him back somewhere. And again, being so young, it's like, just hit really hard for me, man. Holy shit, I am a dumb motherfucker. I just realized that I just watched episode 5. when I was supposed to watch 4 next. I don't know why. I think because fuck, I know why. So when you finish an episode on Crunchyroll, it automatically jumps to the next episode. And I always have to like press back afterwards so I can skim through the episode and remember things. But when that happens, it jumps to the next episode and then it shows the little progress bar on there. So even though like the progress bar was at the beginning on episode 4, I think in my mind I was like, it looked like I had already watched it just from like glancing at it. And I clicked on episode 5. So man, my bad, y'all. I'm gonna have to watch episode 4 now, and I'm gonna explain at the beginning of that one when I react to it. This is gonna be a fucked up out of order, but oh man, I am so fucking dumb. Shit. Okay, well, I guess I'll explain that at the beginning of that one, and then you'll see what I mean now. So yeah, it's everything's fucked up right now. Everything is fucked up. Damn it. But man, yeah, that was very important to see. That's gonna be weird going back to episode 4 knowing all this now, but hey, here we are. So I think that's all I have to say about this one for now. There's more to say, certainly. I don't know why, again, I don't know why Sada is a kappa. We didn't really talk about that. What the fuck? And yo, I think that explains that why I was so confused, or why I felt like I didn't remember, that I forgot that Toei killed somebody. So I guess I spoiled myself there. Fuck, dude. Maybe that's what they revealed last time. But anyway, yeah, I think that's all I gotta say for now. That was the big part of it, though, and I guess we'll see where we end up next when I get to episode 6, you know? So that's it, but thank you very much, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.